Good morning, everybody. Let's come to our backs. So knees can be bent with your feet on the ground. And just take the feet about hip distance apart. Just take a moment to tuck the tailbone, move the shoulders down away from your ears. Push the shoulder blades into the mat. And then push the feet into the mat. So you'll feel your body just rise up a teeny bit and then lower it down. Let the tailbone rest on the mat. Feel the base of your skull in contact with the ground. We'll work with the 3-part breath today, really trying to breathe into spaces that might feel stuck. So begin by placing your hands on your belly. And as you inhale, pay attention to the feel of the rise of the belly towards the ceiling or sky. Expanding as much as possible, and then exhaling and feeling the belly move down towards the earth. So this is a great breath on its own, but when we focus now on this next part, we'll take our hands to your rib cage. So widen your hands a bit, place the hands on the rib cage, and we'll begin that breath in through the belly, but then expand through the ribs. So not just feeling the stomach expand up towards the sky, but also side to side. Finding that there's even more space than you previously imagined. One more here, focusing on the ribs. And then bring your hands up to your chest, just resting underneath your collarbones. And we fill to the very top of the lungs. Feeling the chest rise and fall with the exhale. Sometimes with our breath and sometimes with postures, we can feel stuck, right? Like there's no other space to go. And this 3-part breath is a great reminder that there really is more space. It might take a while to get there. And then let's bring our hands to rest back down at the belly, and we'll let's rest one hand on the belly, one hand on your ribs, and then this hand that's on the belly will move up to the chest as well to kind of feel that whole expansion. So with one inhale and one exhale, we'll move through those 3 parts. So inhale through the belly, then feel it through the ribs, and then bring that hand up towards the chest, feel the breath all the way up, and then exhaling it out. Chest, ribs, and belly. So let's find that with your own rhythm. Maybe it's a count of 4, maybe it's a count of 6 or 8. But take 3 of these 3-part breaths. In through the belly, expand through the ribs, into the chest, and then exhale it out. Two more on your own. And last time, breathing in. And exhale. Great. We'll take our arms down by our sides. So that can be very intense to keep going through the whole practice, but especially when you're holding a posture a bit longer, it's a nice tool to use. I'll cue it from time to time, but know that that's always there for you. So let's bring our hands down by our sides. Check that feet are hip distance apart, and we'll come to dynamic bridge pose. So exhaling out all your air, and then with your inhale, push down through the feet. Let's lift the hips up. Arms come up overhead, back to the palms, rest on the ground, heart towards the chin. And then exhale, roll the spine down, just one vertebrae at a time, as if you're making an imprint into your mat. Inhale, rise up, dynamic bridge pose. And exhale it down. So take 3 more of these. Follow your own breath. If you want to stay for a bit longer at the top, that's totally wonderful. Two more, just bringing some flexion and extension into the spine. And the last one. And this time when your tailbone comes down towards the earth, bring the knees in towards the chest. Hands can come to the knees and rock slowly side to side. And then let's take the hands, interlace them around your right knee, and go ahead and extend the left leg long. Pull the right knee in towards the chest, flex through the left foot, move the shoulders down away from your ears, and let that tailbone be in contact with the ground. Find some length here through the spine, grow just a millimeter taller. Feel the compression of your thigh to your belly. Try one of those 3-part breaths. And with your next inhale, take the hands behind your hamstring and straighten the right leg towards the sky. Rotate through the right ankle. So left leg stays down on the ground. If it's more comfortable to bend the left knee and place the foot on the ground, that's fine too. Now push your hamstring into your hand. So that moves your foot actually away from you. And then see about pushing, or pulling rather, pulling with your hands. Pull that toe a bit closer to your face. So there's this tension and resistance in the hamstring. And then don't forget to send your breath right there. Keeping the right hip down on the ground. One more breath in here. And then as we exhale, let's slide our hands up towards our foot. You could lift the shoulders off of the ground, bend the knee as much as you need to. Get a little stretch through the shoulders. That left foot might lift. One more breath in here. And then let's release, bend the knee in towards the chest. Right arm extends out towards the right. Left hand to right knee, and then cross the leg over for a twist. And take your gaze up at the sky or over to the right. And here in these twists, that 3-part breath can be very helpful as we try to breathe into that upper lobe of the lung. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. So take your time. And with your next exhale, release back towards center. Squeeze the right knee in towards the chest once more. Realign the hips. And then go ahead and exchange out your legs. Left knee in towards the chest, right leg extends. And start from the ground up again. Right foot flexes, push it as if you're pushing into the wall. Hips on the ground. Thigh to belly. Shoulder blades on the ground. Head reaches towards the other side of your space. Notice the places of resistance and send your breath there. One more breath in. And then with your exhale, take the hands to the hamstrings, straighten the left leg up, and rotate through the left ankle. As the hands pull the leg in towards your face, resist, push that hamstring into your hands. One more breath in here. And then as we exhale, slide the hands up towards your foot. Shoulders come off the ground, chin to chest. One more breath in. And then let's bring the knee back down. Left arm extends to the side, right hand to left knee, and cross the leg over. And breathing all the way into the lobe of the left lung. Just letting the breath move through the spaces that are tight. Three more breaths here. Next exhale brings you back towards center. Pull the knee in. Then bring the right knee up to meet the left. Both knees here. And let's take our arms out to a T. Bring your legs in tabletop position. So shins are parallel to the ground, knees are above the hips. We'll do a little bit of core work here. Always an option to bring the hands closer in if that feels more comfortable. A deep breath in. And then as we exhale, drop the knees down towards the left and just let them hover. Inhale, tighten through the core, squeeze the feet together as legs come back towards center. And then exhale, drop the knees down towards the right. Inhale up through center, really squeeze the ankles together. And exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop right. Twice more each side. Inhale through center. Exhale them down. The clouds are so beautiful this morning. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. And then let's inhale up through center. Reach through, keep the feet together. Soles of the feet can come together. And then reach down and grab for either your calves, hamstrings, or ankles. So we're sort of in a butterfly pose here. And flatten that low back against the ground. 2 more breaths. And then we'll come back towards center. And we'll rock and roll ourselves up towards seated. Take as many rocks and rolls as feels good. Whew. And then we'll come in towards tabletop, okay? So knees underneath your hips and hands underneath your shoulders. Take a moment to be nice and strong. So spread those fingers real wide, push down through the hands, move the shoulders down away from your ears, and find a neutral spine. And then let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and chin for cow pose, and exhale, round the spine for cat. Twice more, inhale to open. Exhale to round. And inhale, open. Exhale, round. Slide the right leg back and then up. Lift with the heel here. And find some evenness in your hips. If you have a block and you just want to take it and set it on your hips to kind of test how even you are. And then let's extend the left arm forward. Inhale, reach and extend, and then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. And once more, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Plant the left hand. Let's extend the right leg back again. This time bring the toe to the ground. And then flex through your heel, stretching through the calf. If you have the block there, you can remove it now because it's going to fall. Then let's lift the right leg, cross it over to the left. Really push your toe into the ground here. And then take your gaze over the left shoulder. So should feel a good stretch in the right hip here. One more breath in. And then coming back towards center, we'll plant the left foot, come into side plank. Plant the right foot. Left hand down, inhale the right arm up. So really pushing down through the outer edge of your right foot. And then let's inhale, arm up overhead. Exhale down by your side and just feel through the hip into that 3-part breath. Inhale. And then the 3 parts of the exhale. Once more here, inhale the arm up. And exhale it down. So hand reaches towards your foot here. And then let's lift the right leg. If it's helpful, you can place the block under your left hand. And then option to stay here or reach back and grab the right foot. Push the hips forward. Heart opener here. One more breath in. And then let's take that foot back down. From here, we're going to transition into gate pose. So we'll come up onto these left fingers and then up onto the left knee. Transition left foot so that it's directly behind your left knee. You can get a little more cushion under your knee if that's helpful. But drop the hips down towards the left. Arms come out parallel. Deep breath in. And then exhale, tip. Right hand towards the right leg, left arm up and over. Exhale, back towards center. So we'll move this a few times and then hold. Exhale and tip. Inhale, back towards center. Exhale, tip. Inhale, back towards center. And then this time we'll hold. So exhale and tip. Right hand can either be on your right leg here, or you can take it behind you. Let it rest by your left hip. Drop the right ear down. And then it's up and over. One more breath in. Exhale, release back down. And then we'll windmill ourselves all the way down here, just pausing once in our side plank and then coming back towards center. Let's take the knees wide, toes come to touch, sit back into child's pose before we do the other side. And if you have your block here, you want to rest your forehead on the block. That might feel nice. Just feeling into both sides of the body. So one little thing for our chest before we come up. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders here in child's pose. And take them a little bit wide. We'll tent the fingers. So we'll exhale, sink the chest down towards the earth. Then inhale it up, sort of like a baby cobra. Then exhale, drop the left shoulder down, left ear towards the mat. Inhale up through center. And then exhale, drop the right shoulder down. Twice more on each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop the shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, other side. Inhale back through center. And then let's come up into tabletop. Once again, finding that strong foundation here. Bring the block again to the small of your back. And then this time we'll extend the left leg back. Heel towards the sky. Toes point down. Engage through the core. Bring those bottom ribs in. And then extend the right arm forward. Breathing in, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. And again, reach and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Right hand down, left leg long, bring the toes to the ground. Flex through your heel. And then let's lift the left leg, cross it over to the right, and take your gaze over towards your right. As you push those left toes into the ground, feel a stretch in the left hip. One more breath in. And then exhale takes you back towards center. And then ready for side plank on this side. Right hand under right shoulder. Inhale, the left arm up. Inhale, reach to the fingers. Exhale, fingers come over the head. And then take the arm down by your waist. I messed up the breath there. Let's inhale up and over. Exhale, hand down by your waist. Twice more, inhaling up and over. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let those fingers reach towards your feet. And then lift the left leg. Flex through it, nice and strong here. And then if you like, bend through the left foot, left knee, grab the foot. Reach that heart forward. One more breath in. And then let's release through the leg. Set the foot down. Then using your core, lift up off of the right fingertips and come into gate pose on this other side. So right foot is now straight behind your right knee. Toes can be tucked or flat, whatever's more comfortable. Arms parallel to the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale, tip towards the left. Right arm comes up. Back towards center. Exhale, tip. Inhale, back towards center. Exhale, tip. Back towards center, and then this time we'll hold. Exhale, tip. Left hand can stay at the knee or bring it to your right hip for a half bind. Keep moving the hips towards the right. One more breath in. And then exhale, we'll come back through center. Lower the right hand down to the earth. Pausing inside plank. And then exhale as we come back towards our tabletop. And then knees wide, toes come to touch. Sit back into child's pose. So as we breathe here in child's pose, thinking about getting into the back body. And as we continue to work on some heart openers, which seem kind of appropriate for the state of our nation right now. How can we be more generous? How can we find places of compassion? We sometimes only think of opening the heart on the front side, but that back side is also important. Okay, so with your next exhale, we're going to come on to our belly. Lower yourself down, hands underneath the shoulders. Untuck your toes so that your toenails are pushing into the ground. Let's bring our chin to the ground. Zip up your legs. Push the pelvis into the ground. And then let's lift from the back of your skull. And inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale it down. And one more. Inhale, rise up. And exhale it down. You can place your left ear to the mat. Let the arms rest down by your sides. And for our next round, we'll take the hands wide. So hands off the mat, content through the fingers. They're still along that same line of your shoulder. Zip up the feet. And this time as we inhale up to cobra, let's hold at the top. And then dip the left shoulder down. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate down. We'll do that twice more. So inhale, rise up. Exhale, dip the left shoulder. Turn the ear. Back through center. Right shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale down. And last time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Back through center. Right shoulder dips. Inhale up. And exhale it down. This time you can let the arms rest down by the side. Take the right ear to the mat. Feel the shoulders as they move towards the ground. And then we'll bring our right hand in front of us. You can let your forehead just rest on your right hand. And then bend through the left knee and reach back with the left hand. See if you can grab your foot. If you can't get your foot, you can get your pant leg. That's great. If you can't reach anything, that's fine. Just that energy of heel towards foot. And if you have hold of your foot here, I want you to kick your foot into your hand. So the thigh will lift and really feel the pelvis push down into the ground. Couple of breaths here as we stretch through the quad and the hip flexor. And then go ahead and release that leg down. We'll switch out our arms this time, left arm in front of you. Let the forehead rest. Bring the right hand down by your side. Bend through the right knee and reach back and grab your right foot. Exhale. And then as you inhale, kick the right foot into your hand. Move the shoulders down away from your ears. Push the hips into the ground. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Good, bring your right hand up by your left and just make a little pillow for the forehead, letting the neck rest in neutral. And then we'll take a round of locusts. So lifting both the legs and the chest, we'll take our arms down by our sides, palms face towards the ceiling, chin to chest, exhale. And then as we inhale, all of that weight into the hips, chest and legs rise. Breathing through the back body. 2 nice breaths. Beautiful. Exhale, release it down. Either take both hands to the side or make a little pillow here. And shake it out. And let's bring those hands underneath our shoulders. We'll push ourselves up into tabletop. Just pausing briefly here as we transition into high plank and then back into downward facing dog. So take a moment to pedal out through the legs. They hopefully have had a nice warm up, but this is our first time here. And then let's find a little stillness as we push down through the fingers. Slight bend in the knees, let the heart move toward the thighs. And then inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. So hands on either side of that right foot. And then let's soften through the back leg. Knee doesn't come all the way down to the ground, but bend through it just to find some length here. Plant the left hand and inhale the right arm up for a twist. Okay, you can bend that back knee if that's more comfortable. Exhale, replace the hand, and then let's step the right foot back, high plank, and downward facing dog. Other side, let's inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through. Soften that right leg down. Lift through the chest. And then plant the right hand and inhale, left arm up for a twist. Push through the back ankle. Heel. And exhale back down. Step back to high plank. And come back into downward dog. We'll add on here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Inhale, straighten the front leg just for a breath. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Then we'll rise on up to crescent lunge. So get your stance nice and comfortable. Inhale, rise all the way up, crescent lunge. So hips are square. And then let's inhale, straighten this front leg. Exhale, cactus through the arms. Inhale, come into the lunge. Okay, let's try that again. I messed up my breath again. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, straighten the arms. And then exhale, bend. I'm going to move this into what we call water wheel. So for water wheel, we'll inhale up. Exhale, cactus, the arms reach back. Then hands come all the way down like you're moving through water. And then we'll come on up. So we're making a big circle. Straighten, bend, fall, rise. Straighten, cactus, fall, and rise. One more on your own here. Like you're moving through water. And we'll meet in crescent lunge. Beautiful. Left hand forward, right arm back for a twist. And then inhale up through center. Exhale, both hands down. Plant the left hand, inhale, right arm up for a twist. Exhale, set it down. Step the right foot back to meet the left, high plank. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through for the lunge. Soften through that knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, find your crescent lunge. Inhale up when you're ready. So inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms straighten. And exhale, bend back into crescent lunge. Again, inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, bend. We'll move into water wheel. So inhale up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Let them fall. Then bend through that front leg as we reach down and up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus. Fall and bend. And inhale, rise. Twice more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, cactus. Arms through and up. And last time here. Beautiful. Twist to right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale up through center. Exhale, both hands down. Right hand plants. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, set it down. And step back to high plank. Move to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's walk our feet up towards our hands. Come into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as feels comfortable. Head and neck relax. We'll bring the feet hip distance apart here as we inhale, rise up to chair pose. So sit the hips back, heart reaches up, forward. Reach through the fingers. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale up, put the weight into your heels. Exhale back, pull the bottom ribs in. One more, inhale up. Exhale back and hold. Let's come up onto our toes. And then we begin to fold forward here. So torso towards the thighs, keeping those heels lifted. And then bring the hands down to the ground and lower the heels, come into forward fold. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back for lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Changing it up here, inhale up through center, and then exhale, come into warrior two. Left knee bends. Inhale, straighten the front leg, fingers come to touch. Exhale, bend into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. And hold. Straighten that front leg. Let's come back towards center here for triangle pose. Hips towards the back of your space. Reach the chest forward, and then let the left hand come down and the right arm come up. One more breath in. Exhale, release back to warrior two. And then let's drop this back leg. Turn our hips towards center, crescent lunge. Hands to heart center here. We'll step our right leg up to meet the left into chair pose. It's kind of wild with weight distribution here. Inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left leg back. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale up through center, and then exhale, warrior two, other side. Inhale, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, bend into it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side. And again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, and hold. And come back towards center, straighten that front leg, and come into triangle pose. Hips back, torso forward. The right hand drop, left arm lifts. And two more breaths here. Exhale, we'll release back through warrior two. And then drop this left arm. Square the hips again towards center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to prayer. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Sit back. One more breath in. And exhale, release, forward fold. Bend deeply into the left knee and place the left hand in front of you. And then inhale the right arm up for a twist here. Put the weight into your right heel. And exhale, release, and let's switch sides. Bend into the right knee. Inhale the left leg up. And exhale, release, coming back towards center. Let's take the feet just a little bit wider. Heels in, toes out. Hands reach towards the ground. Head reaches towards the ground. Hips reach up. And let's inhale up, halfway lift here. Bring the hands to heart center. And then as we exhale, we'll come down to deep squat. Feel free to grab a block along the way. Adjust your feet. Use those elbows to push the knees open. Maybe move a little bit side to side. One more breath in. And then as we release, we'll just come to a seat. Ooh, let's extend the legs out in front of us. Okay, so flex through those feet. And let's set ourselves up so that our shoulders are over our hips. And feel that expansion through the front side of the body. So the knees can bend as much as you need to in order to do that. Pull the bottom ribs in. Chin parallel to the ground. So as we move the heart a bit forward here, I invite you to maybe close your eyes if that feels good. Just think about what it's like to bring the shoulder blades together a bit more so that the heart can move just a teeny bit more forward. And pay attention to your breath on the back side of your body. Reminding ourselves that we breathe three-dimensionally. Let's take 2 rounds of our 3-part breath here. So exhale everything out. And then inhale through the belly, rib cage, into the collarbone. And then exhale it out, collarbone, ribs, belly. And one more, breathe in. Expand to the top. And exhale it out. Beautiful. Let's bend those knees. Bring them in for a little hug. Always amazed at how hard that is, right? To just have your legs straight out in front of you. Okay, we'll do a round of a boat pose here before we lower ourselves down onto our back. So bring the feet out in front of you, really sitting on that tailbone. We have a tendency to hunch here. So open up through the heart and then maybe lift the legs. Nice solid core here. And then option to release the arms. If you want to try something fun today, you can reach for your big toes with your peace fingers and maybe take the legs wide. Heart keeps moving forward. One more breath in. And then exhale, let's release, squeeze. And go ahead and lower down onto our back. Oh, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and an open mouth exhale. And then let's take the right leg into figure 4. So bend at the right knee, right foot to your right thigh, or to your left thigh, rather. And you can stay right here as the right knee pushes away from the body. It helps to square the hips, or interlace your hands behind the left hamstring. So in the same way that at the start of class, when we had our one leg lifted, the hamstring pushes into the hands and the hands pull the leg in. So feeling that sense of resistance and breathing into the spaces that are tight. One more breath in here. And then exhale, release. Let's bring the left foot back down to the ground and switch out your legs. Right foot comes to the earth, left knee bends, left foot to the right thigh. Set yourself up by moving the left knee away from the body. And then if it feels good, interlace the hands to the right hamstring or the right shin and pull the right knee in. One more breath in here. And then exhale, release it down. Take both feet to the ground. And we'll take a round of bridge pose here. So feet on the earth, hip distance apart, arms down by your sides. Then bend at the elbows, palms face each other. Exhale out all your air. And then as you inhale, push down through the elbows, push down through the feet as you lift the hips. You can roll the shoulder blades a bit more together as the heart comes towards your chin. You can take 4 breaths here. And with your next exhale, lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe take the knees side to side for some windshield wipers. And then use the next 8 to 10 breaths to bring in anything that feels good. Like to put a block underneath my hips. But any movement, maybe it's happy baby, maybe legs up the wall. Supta Baddha Konasana could be great too. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then slowly work your way down into your final resting pose. And as we settle in here on our backs with our hearts forward, rest with that confidence that we can move with our heart forward knowing that there's always risk involved. But letting our breath as we close fill our body with a breath of compassion. Breathing in loving kindness and exhaling it out into the world. And calling to mind someone that you find easy to send that love to. Calling to mind someone you are more neutral towards. And calling to mind someone you find challenging to love. And sending that love to them anyway. No agenda, no need to explain. Just a willingness to let your heart be seen. And as you are ready, beginning to bring your focus and attention back into your space. Bring some small movement into the body. And then coming on to one side when you're ready. Final place of pause. Chance to set an intention for the day or the week ahead. And when you're ready, coming on up to seated. Let's let our hands rest on our heart for a final breath together. Inhaling into that space, the heart space. And exhaling as we just open our hands up towards each other and towards the world. Thanks for being with me today, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Spread a little love. Thanks.